Hello and welcome to the Maharashtra Brief, where we get you all the top stories from Mumbai and Maharashtra on NDTV's YouTube platform. If there's anything that you've missed during the day, this is the place you can catch up on all the news from Mumbai on Maharashtra on NDTV's YouTube platform on the Maharashtra Brief. On the show tonight, we are looking at, of course, all the developing stories ahead of the BMC elections. And of course, the first one is Maharashtra Navnirman Sena Raj Thackeray telling his party workers to work together to save Mumbai. Also on the show, in Pune, there's a reunion of the Pawars as Ajit Pawar-led NCP and Sharad Pawar-led NCP choose to fight the Pune elections together. And finally, on the show, the BJP and the Sena are still wrangling over 20 seats in Mumbai as seat-sharing talks reach the final stage. On all these stories, we'll be getting you all the latest. Let's take a look at the headlines. MNS chief Raj Thackeray tells his party workers to work unitedly to save Mumbai. This after he says he came together with his cousin Uddhav Thackeray to save Mumbai. In Pune, a reunion of the Pawars. In the family bastion, the NCP led by Sharad Pawar and the NCP led by Ajit Pawar decide to fight together in at least two municipal corporations, Pune and Pimpri-Chinchwad. And finally, the last headline on the show is, of course, the BJP and the Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena wrangling over 20 seats in the BMC elections as seat-sharing talks reach the final stage. And also, they've decided to fight together, so it's important that they iron out the differences over these 20 seats. Let's move on with the show. And the first story that we're looking at is, of course, the meeting that MNS chief Raj Thackeray had with party workers in Mumbai ahead of the BMC elections. Now, the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena this time has entered an alliance with the Shiv Sena UBT led by cousin Uddhav Thackeray. And both these parties are fighting the elections on a Marathi Manus plank, which is why Raj Thackeray's message, not only of asking party workers to work very hard to save Mumbai, but also a message of fighting together with his cousin's party to save Mumbai. These are important messages from the MNS chief. My colleague Abhishek Avasthi has more on this story.
An important meeting was called by Raj Thackeray today at Rangsharda Hall in Bandra. Most importantly, only 1 day is left to file the nomination, and after the announcement of the crucial political alliance with Shiv Sena, Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray, today's meeting was very important. While addressing his party workers, he said that our only single agenda is to save Mumbai first, and for that you all need to get united. Though I am out of power, but my influence remains the same. And also he slammed BJP that they are arrogant because they have EVM and Modi at their side. These were the statements being made. In fact, he went on to say that, there should not be rebellion. At the same time, there are, rebellion over, if we talk about the seat sharing arrangement, and everyone should unitedly fight against the BJP. The important point out here. And definitely, he also, said that those eligible candidates will be informed, AB form will be given to them. And after the entire the program, what we saw, the visuals came where first AB form was given by Raj Thackeray himself to Yashwant Kiledar, who will be contesting from Dadar, ward number 192. And that starts the, distribution of AB form by the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena MNS party. And the strategy that almost all political party has followed, that they have not opened out on seat sharing arrangement, but distribution of AB form is going on, and only 1 day is left for the nomination. We will have to see how much it will impact, whether there will be rebellion within the parties in MNS, in Shiv Sena UBT, BJP, Shiv Sena of Eknath Shinde, is something that we will have to wait and watch out for. But we can clearly see the election rush for filing a nomination in every camp.
Our second story is, of course, from Pune and the Pawars. The Ajit Pawar-led NCP and the Sharad Pawar-led NCP both have decided to come together and fight elections together in the Pimpri-Chinchwad Municipal Corporation and the Pune Municipal Corporation. Now, remember, Ajit Pawar broke away from his uncle and went and joined the Mahayuti, the ruling alliance in Maharashtra, leaving Sharad Pawar in the opposition camp. But it seems when it comes to the family bastion, the two parties aren't taking chances. They want to fight together and want to prevent a division of votes. And therefore, in Pimpri-Chinchwad and in Pune, there's a reunion of the Pawars happening. My colleague Revati Hingwe reports on the story.
The PMC elections politics is growing more interesting as both the NCP factions are about to contest in coalition for the upcoming PMC elections. But the most interesting fact is that the formula is yet to be decided and meetings regarding the same are happening at almost every hour. Some time ago, NCP's Sharad Pawar faction visited Ajit Pawar, DCM of Maharashtra and leader of NCP Ajit Pawar faction, and there were talks happening between them. According to the sources, it is decided that NCP Sharad Pawar faction might contest around 30 to 35 seats in upcoming PMC 2026 elections. But before this, let us get through some of the history or just a recent history that happened between both the factions. According to the sources, first they decided about the coalition, but it was dismissed because according to the sources, it was confirmed that NCP Ajit Pawar faction didn't agree to the fact that NCP Ajit Pawar will be contesting on the symbol of Tutari. But later, this difference between both the faction was dismissed by the meetings that were held between both the parties, and then it was then decided that both the factions will be contesting the election. Within the time, NCP Sharad Pawar faction also held meetings with Mahavikas Aghadi, where there were rumors that NCP Sharad Pawar faction will be contesting PMC 2026 elections with Mahavikas Aghadi. But recently, today only, NCP Ajit Pawar faction's office bearers and leaders met Ajit Pawar, and then the rumors were dismissed. As of now, both the NCP faction will be contesting the elections in coalition, but the recent development is that Shiv Sena Shinde faction's leaders and some office bearers also visited Ajit Pawar at his residence in Pune. There has also been talks about the coalition of Ajit Pawar faction and Shiv Sena Shinde faction. Now it will be interesting to see that what exactly formula is set in front of Punekars and who will Punekars choose as their leader for at least next 4 to 5 years.
And finally on the show, the BJP and the Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena are wrangling over 20 seats in the Mumbai Municipal Corporation elections, which are slated to take place on the 15th of January. Now, as they discuss these 20 seats, the parties are also handing out the critical AB forms for nomination of candidates, as the last date for nominations is, of course, very, very near. Also, what we know is that as these parties discuss these seats, there are ticket hopefuls from both parties who want these seats, and some of them were at Eknath Shinde's residence hoping to get a ticket. Uday Samant from the Shinde camp is leading the negotiations for his side. My colleague Anuj Rayate has more on this story. And incidentally, Anuj also spoke to another NCP leader who switched sides and joined the BJP right ahead of the elections. Watch this report by Anuj.
The seat-sharing talks between alliance partners and different parties have reached almost the last stage here in Mumbai, and they do not really have any other option because the last date of filing the nomination is literally hours away from now. And in the middle of all of this, we've seen some interesting patterns unfold in front of us. The first list that is making rounds from the Bharatiya Janata Party is of 66 people, and there is one factor there which is leading or which is inviting criticism upon himself. That is the number of non-Marathi speakers in that list. Now, one of the approaches, or rather the most important approach that the Thackeray brothers have against the BJP-led Yuti in Mumbai is the fact that if they are elected to power, then there is a high probability that Mumbai will not have a Marathi mayor or a Marathi Mahapaur. And in the list of first 66, which is alleged at this point of time, because it has not been confirmed by the party, there are 20 non-Marathi names, 20 North Indian names that are present in the list, and that has become a point of contention. Similarly, there is another list from the UBT as well, the first list present put out by, which we have gotten access to from our sources, again, not been put out officially by the UBT. This is the list of 60 people, out of which there are 5 people from the Muslim community. And just like how North Indians is a point of contention for the UBT people, for the Bharatiya Janata Party workers and leaders, it is the number of Muslims in the UBT that has become a point of contention. In this battle of identity, in the list of 60 people, there are 5 minority candidates whom the UBT party has given a candidature to, and that in the future will become an interesting battle to look out for. In the middle of all of this, we also have a lot of defections taking place. Take, for example, Rakhi Zadhav, who was distributing tickets right up until last week and was heading the Mumbai unit of NCP SP party, but today morning, she shifted colors and went into the Bharatiya Janata Party literally hours before the before the nomination filing was to end. Of course, when we spoke to her, she said that she did not make this move keeping her candidature in mind, but did it for the development of the city. हमारे साथ राखी जाधव जी है। राखी जी, आपने आज एनसीपी को अलविदा करके बीजेपी से हाथ मिलाया है। बिल्कुल आखिरी हफ्ते तक आप मूवमेंट्स में शामिल रही एनसीपी के साथ, क्या कारण बना जिसकी वजह से आपने ये स्टेप लिया?
देखिए, मैं एक तरह से मैं एक नेता नहीं हूँ, मैं एक कार्यकर्ता हूँ, और जब संगठन में जुड़े हुए कार्यकर्ता या अपने सहयोगियों को अगर हम न्याय नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, और उसी के साथ अगर हम जिस तरह से नेतृत्व जो है उनके माध्यम से हम हमारे लोगों के बातों का समाधान नहीं कर पा रहे, तो कहीं ना कहीं मैं समझती हूँ ये इस पद पर रहना उचित नहीं था, और इस वजह से मैंने उस पद का त्याग किया। और उसी के साथ मेरा मतदार संघ जो है वहाँ पे विकास काम होना चाहिए, इस विचारधारा से मैं जुड़ गई हूँ।
भाई, आप इस मूव को जस्टिफाई कैसे करोगी, खास करके तब जब आपने पिछले कुछ सालों में काफ़ी आक्रामक भूमिका ली थी भारतीय जनता पार्टी के खिलाफ, और आप एक सेक्युलर विचारधारा लेके आगे जागे थे। अभी तो आपकी काफ़ी हिंदुत्ववादी विचारधारा के पार्टी के साथ आप जुड़ गए हो।
नहीं, देखिए, मुंबई शहर में विविध जाति धर्म के लोग रह रहे हैं, हमने इस बात को तो स्वीकारना ही चाहिए, लेकिन उसी के साथ विकास को महत्व देना ज़रूरी है, और इस विकास के कामों को जो महत्व देना है तो मुझे लगता है एक विचारधारा भी वहाँ पे होनी चाहिए। आज सत्ता में होते हुए भाजपा के माध्यम से जिस तरह से विकास काम हो रहे हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं अपने क्षेत्र का भी विकास होना चाहिए, और इसलिए मैं भाजपा में आई हूँ।
क्या ये टिकट मिलने के लिए ये एक मूव है जो कि हम देख सकते हैं, क्योंकि नॉमिनेशन का जो लास्ट डेट है उसके कुछ घंटों पहले ये मूव किया गया?
नहीं, टिकट देने की तो बात ही नहीं थी, क्योंकि कल तक तो टिकट मेरी पार्टी में मैं ही दे रही थी, तो मुझे टिकट की वजह से ये मैं यहाँ पर आई हूँ, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। विकास कामों का जो विषय है इसको मैंने प्राधान्य दिया है।
यहाँ पे हमने बात की राखी जाधव जी से, जिन्होंने काफ़ी क्लियर कर दिया है कि वो विकास कामों के लिए बीजेपी में गई है, ना ही किसी टिकट की लालसा से।
That's all we have on the show tonight. For all the latest from Mumbai and Maharashtra, keep watching the Maharashtra Brief on NDTV's YouTube platform. For all the latest news from India and across the world, keep watching NDTV.